Well, I was gonna kind of be on that subject of it. Life never gets easier, especially when you want to do really big, audacious, bold, brave, awesome things in your life, right? Never gets easier. You only get stronger. You only get smarter. You only work harder and harder and harder. And actually, life sometimes, seemingly just watching you on your very intimate, close journey with everything is like, it's like life hits, like you hit hard and then life hits back harder.
Absolutely.
All the time.
Right. It's like, it's at least in my journey for me, maybe I'm just a hard learner. I don't know. Maybe it's God. Maybe it's just the pattern of choices I make, the people I keep and surround me with, the family that I have. Like, I don't know what it is, generational curse. Like, you can look at whatever it is, but the reality is that when I get up, every breath that I take, I'll take 3 steps forward and fucking 10 steps back.
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to like kind of touch base on, like the topic, the too stupid to quit mentality. I know that's what you like to say all the time. I'm just too stupid to quit. But even for me, right? Like, we don't have to go into details about like all the hardships that I have either put myself through or that have happened in my life. And I say put myself through because I have a brain, I can make my own choices. But, you know, from having 2 children by the age of 23, I was married to the girl's dad by, what age was I? 21. Got divorced, was in the military. I was in fucking war. And I think it's really important to say because I didn't realize that people had this like, oh, Kendra was in the war, quote unquote. She was just a pencil pusher. First of all, I was definitely not a pencil pusher. And I was like really in some shit. So, and I only...
Shit that you never talk about.
Shit that I never talk about.
I hear about it when you're dreaming.
But yeah, that's horrible. But going through that, the divorce, living on my own and quite literally having to buy brand new clothes and house stuff at Goodwill or taking free furniture because it was what I could afford, losing my little brother passing away. A few weeks later, months later, my dad passing away. Just a lot of really, like I said, hard shit. Life never gets easier. Even when life is going really good. Mark and I were literally going to get married. We had not just moved in together. We were doing life together. Literally 2 weeks about to get married. About to close on a 34-acre farm. And boom, 2 weeks before we get married, my father passes away. Just like time and time and time again. And what does that teach you? What does that... Imagine if for a second I was continuously focused on the idea that I'm never going to be good enough, or life is just going to be hard anyway, so I'm going to give up. I'm just going to sedate myself and drink. I'm just going to do these drugs because, like, what a sad, sad way to live through life, right? And I think so many people do that because the reality is it's harder to face reality a lot of the time because you know life never gets easier than it is to sit there and sedate yourself.